This guy's been politely waiting for us. We're going to jump right in. But welcome, one and all. We're back with Masks of the Dimir today. I play first. I don't have a lot to do. I don't have like any playables at all because that costs 2 black. I'm going to have to go back in for that. This is interesting. It's actually not that great, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do to get to that late game. This is an interesting card. I don't think I like it, but we'll talk about that later. Go ahead and play Rats. I even thought that I'd be a great guy and have some background music for this one, so I'm being real magnanimous today. Basically, last time I had a driver update that I failed to realize I needed to do, probably for Soundflower or something like that. So I had to... That's going to be pretty good. This is okay because it stalls. Dire Undercurrents isn't terrible if I can get it out fast enough. And we all know Evil Twin is fantastic. So put that down, and then I'm going to go ahead and attack for 1. And tell this fine opponent here that it is their turn. But yeah, so there was no background at all to the last episode. And rather than just reshoot it, because, you know, I hardly ever played Dimir, I figured that we would just get that footage up. I've studied these cards a little bit more. I've made some tweaks to this deck that I didn't have in here originally. This guy doesn't seem to have much going on for him or her. So, Dark Rise could be anybody. 3 mana, no land ramp is not great. I just want to rip another land because if I can go ahead and put Undercurrents out, then I'll be pretty happy camper. Evil Twin is not going to dupe this thing under any circumstances. That is rotten. That sucks pretty bad. I wish I had a flyer, because that would be better than terrible. Let's go ahead and attack for 1. Have this guy get rid of 2 more cards. See if we can't generate some advantage here. Try and muck up their plans just a little bit. Mind Rot will hopefully do that. I would have rather played Dire Undercurrent early on, though. And then really I just could have followed Footsteps Rats and got rid of all their cards and kept all their cards gone for quite a while. Interesting. So that sucks. That's not terrible. Because I can get them to get rid of all their cards, and since they don't have like any mana out at all, you would hope that it would take them forever to generate advantage enough to beat me. Because I could just follow Footsteps. Whatever we start getting going on over there. I can last gasp that thing. I need to be mindful of this now, since if that gets activated, there's going to be a lot of life gain over there. I can't really have that. It doesn't seem like there's any life gain going on. We've got too many cards over there, which is good for us as well. My opponent has no removal and only has 3 lands. With 4 out, the most they're going to be able to do. And I'll just keep them having no cards forever. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Because even though that would be good on my opponent, they'd be able to attack, and there's a lot of nasty stuff that can go on here that I don't really want to have happen. So hopefully we can get a little lucky here. That's not good at all, actually, so we'll have to last gasp that. On my turn, which also sucks. But right now, my opponent is losing 2 cards out of their hand, which I don't hate. And they're going to continue to do so for the foreseeable future. So I kind of like that. I do have to last gasp that 1/1. See, we're getting a Repelica Worm, which means that they probably have the 12 drop thing in there. And are probably holding on to it since they did keep some of those other creatures here. So let's go ahead and attack in. They won't block this, but it doesn't really matter anyway because it's not like I'm going to do any tricks here. But yeah, they definitely didn't block it. Probably thought I was trying to force the block, but I don't need to force the block because I can just last gasp it and get rid of it that way. So now we're in this scenario where he's going to draw a card, probably not have a playable land. God damn it. I need to just gank that thing. I'll take the 2, actually. That's fine. I'm at 14. And I will just go ahead and last gasp that thing because I'm kind of tired of the life gain. I could have done it last turn on my main. There's not really anything else. I was thinking of that thing that lets him play stuff off the top of his deck. It's like a 4-drop creature that lets you play a land card off the top of your deck, which would have been pretty lame, to say the least. Now I've got Dismisser and I've got Evil Twin, which I think is going to work out pretty well for me. Time Ebb is amazing in this instance, for sure. So we're just going to kind of slow play him here. It's a weird match, a lot of weird choices that I made. I'm not sure if they were right, but basically we've got a opponent on the other side of the table that needs cards. And hopefully we've kept them from getting them. And we'll continue to just wheedle away a little bit here and try and do what we can that way. And now we get to Time Ebb that thing on his turn. I don't know why I flashed him. I was getting excited. We get to Time Ebb him, and that's going to be the only thing he draws again. So I think that's going to be pretty nice. And we'll just keep this up. And I can get the Time Ebb back, which is pretty good. And that's going to keep him tied up for a while. So this is a slow match, obviously, but it's... I don't know. I think we did okay. He's only got 5 mana out, and I have ways of dealing with creatures that he would get, potentially, because I have, you know, Dismisser. I'm going to draw a card or two, you know, play Archaeomancer eventually. He plays that thing again, doesn't have any land to go along with it. Can Archaeomancer to get it back. Hopefully I draw the land so that I can just do the Dismisser. Can I just not do it? Damn it. Oh, I could have hit finish on that one. That's fine. We'll just hit no there. Just try and save some time here. So that happened really well. I mean, we've been waiting for that land for a while. So we're just tying up our opponent, and I would love to draw a card. Yes, I would. That's pretty good against this guy as well. 4 damage takes him to 10. 7 damage next turn will take him to 3. And this Dimir pile is doing okay. I mean, if this was a more aggressive deck, I obviously... Well, this strategy would not have been what I went with. So I don't know that I obviously would have lost, but this definitely would not have been the strategy that I undertook. Don't have to do that. He doesn't have any cards in hand. We'll go ahead and do that. No, I can do this and just beat him, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I believe I can, so we'll move to combat. We'll go ahead and cast this. Gain control of this creature. Did I count the rats that aren't able to attack? Do I take him to 9? I think I might. I think I might have miscounted. Damn it! Oh, God! Summoning Sickness. Balls. I can Hands of Binding. I mean, I win next turn regardless of any. 3, 4, 5. He could board wipe here. Nope, it's just a land, so that's fine. And I'll see you later. That was good game, buddy. I wish I could skip all this, but it's going to continue to happen. So, regardless of what we do. So, interesting match. I don't know. I mean, I think let's get this rat that did all this work to go over there and get the face gnawing on to get that win for us. Yeah, I don't know. Made some questionable calls, but I think they ended up being the right ones, to be honest with you. I can't really complain too much about how that went down. This Dimir deck is an interesting one. I'm getting more into it, seeing what I can do with it. I mean, obviously I'm trying to go more of a stall route, but they didn't give me removal spells. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't give me hard removal. They didn't give me even murder. I think that's kind of bullshit, because murder is dual black, unless I've completely forgotten myself. It's 1 and 2 black, which in a 2-color pile is hampered a little bit. It affects your mana curve. It affects a lot of stuff that you would think about. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's crazy for them to have put a 2-color black in here, 2-color black spell removal in here. I'm just surprised by the way that they put this deck together. I think they severely hampered its potential, because maybe they're worried about blue-black control being too powerful, but they put red-blue control in here, which is essentially the same thing because you have removal in the form of the red. It's depressing, because that deck has the potential to be really good. Maybe next year we'll be able to get in and, you know, do a lot more with it, make something more interesting out of it. I kind of don't know how long this episode was, but I feel pretty good with that being the only one for it, because I guess it wasn't very explosive. There wasn't a lot of insanity in it, so let's get in and lose one. I guess that's what I was trying to avoid, was getting a loss. But we'll get in here and I'll find another one, so I'll see you guys in match. Alright, let's get in one more. That was, I don't know. I felt really good though, because I won, and now look at me. Now look at me. I play first. I've got Chittering Rats. This guy's my best friend, apparently. He just shows up. This isn't the best, but I guess I'll keep it. Turn 3, I'm going to Chittering Rats, but oh god, I don't know about this. I've not seen this deck in a long time. God, I'm trying to remember what's even in this pile, what I should be worried about, and what I should be on the lookout for. Okay, man, sorry, I don't have anything to get. Gotta make sure I play the swamp next. Gotta pay attention to my land drop. Samuel, I guess, has got me a little bit scared. I would have taken the 1, but that's fine. Doesn't want to give me the card draw, evidently. Let's see what we can do here. Probably not going to burn anything, because... Why didn't you attack then? And then do 1 damage to me? It's odd. See, Chittering Rats at this point is just going to put a playable on top of his pile, because he's, like... He's fine. He's got a playable in his hand. He's going to set it on top of his pile. He's going to draw it and have a playable. I mean, it'd be great if I don't see a land drop here. That would make me smile, but I'd be excessively surprised. Beacon of Unrest, I don't even know what I try and get here. I mean, I could make myself discard one of my bombs, but I don't really have bombs in the way of, like, big-ass creatures. Don't want to mind rot myself, because I'd lose another card too. I mean, you can plan around stuff like that, obviously, and figure out what you're doing ahead of time. Land ramp with the Pilgrim's Eye. And he's going to keep that card advantage, which is pretty nice. If I attack in here, my board is cleared. His board's cleared as well, but I don't know if I like that. I do get to Evil Twin, though. There's a couple different ways that he can kill both my creatures here. And he chose that one. Definitely going to do the 1 damage to rats. I thought about Evil Twinning rats, to be honest with you, but I think I need to hold on for just a bit longer before I do something crazy like that. Chaomancer gets me nothing, so I have to pass turn here. Just trying to slow him down enough to where we can play something like Ghast Lord and have some forward momentum there. Can get hit for 2. Which sucks, but he's only got 4 cards in hand. Hopefully he can't deal with Ghast Lord. It's very possible that he has Flame Slash, though, which would be able to do 4 damage to it, no problem. Wait around. That's not terrible, but I need more mana for it, obviously. Go ahead and play this Ghast Lord. It's possible that this could go a long way to shutting him down. If I get to attack with that and get a card out of his hand and exiled, we'll be in pretty good shape. I might Evil Twin the Ghast Lord, to be honest with you. That might have to be what I do. But let's see what this guy's going to do. Yeah. Well, if I draw the land, I don't even want to play this thing because it has haste, so that doesn't even do anything. It ties up 3 of his mana, for sure, but doesn't do a lot else for me. Just keep trying to get this going. Getting rid of this 2/2 is going to be a problem. That was really bad for us. Damn. Beacon of Unrest is back in my pile, so that doesn't do me any good. He's just going to kill this Evil Twin. This really sucks. Get to use its ability to kill that at instant speed when he goes to kill this Evil Twin, so I at least don't take the 2 damage this turn. This still sucks. Whenever he burns me. I just keep picking those up, don't I? They don't do me no good right now. I've got no playables. Sammy, 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 I think you got me, buddy. I don't know what I'm trying to do over here. Got more cards in exile than I've got playable in my hand. Balls. This is not looking good for the home team. Archaeomancer is great if I start drawing, you know, like my bombs and stuff. Stuff that works well. Spells that will get me a win here. Would be kind of nice. That's not good. It's not good at all. Not good at all. I don't even know what I'm waiting around for. Like, I'm not sure what I'm trying to accomplish here. I finally hit him. You know, he's at 17. If I just keep drawing these, I mean, I got 2 more of these guys in the pile. If I just draw them back to back, I start gaining some traction. That'd be kind of nice. Because if he just keeps playing it, then I can just keep doing that. Okay, I got to rip one off the top. We got this. I got this. It's not what I needed. Come on now. I'm gonna play this land because then I might have to do some crazy stuff where I need a bunch of lands. So if I draw, I don't know. I could have kept that in hand. Who cares? It's not like he's making me discard. 3 cards in hand should be tricky enough for him. I gotta last gasp this thing, which is gonna take me to 9. I just hope he does something beforehand. Yeah. Nine and 12. What am I trying to accomplish here? That's not bad. To your hand, and then the other one's to your hand too, right? Not to the battlefield? Okay. I'm gonna surprise him next turn with the Archaeomancer into the Mind Rot. Because if he goes to use this ability, Lava Axe my face. Time Ebb is really good. Sorcery speed, though. Take him to 11. Sorcery speed. That's what he has in hand, though. He has Phoenix in hand. What am I trying to do here? He's got all this recursion, so I can't handle any of that. Damn it! What do I get back? The Mind Rot? That barely works, or do I wait to get back the Time Ebb? I just gotta start doing 2 damage to him, be honest with ya. I gotta take the 2 here so I can Time Ebb it next turn so that I can... No, I don't. I'll just do this. Because then I can Mind Rot him and get both of them in the yard. Or I can Time Ebb that one, because that's the card he's got in hand. Hands of Binding's not horrible. Just try and tie up this mana, or what exactly am I doing here? Are you kidding me? God damn it. God damn it. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That was disheartening. Disheartening. I think I probably could have won that if I'd played it differently. Probably could have done it. I'm not sure. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We're going to keep playing Dimir. I'm going to keep trying to figure out what I need to do to it. Let me know what you think of the current build, the cards you're seeing. Down in the comments, you help me out on this one, because you guys know that I'm not a super big fan of Dimir in this game, you know, as it's built. I love blue-black personally in real Magic, but the way that it's built in here is just not what I want out of it. So maybe that's the problem, is that, like, instead of going through and be like, oh, these cards should be in, these cards should be out, I go through and be like, why don't I have this? Why do I have this? So maybe that's my problem, is all perception. So I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys. I've been really busy trying to do the Patreon stuff, and I'm looking at, hopefully as one of the goals that we can set for the Patreon is maybe get a new computer to help us run different games and do some more community-driven stuff. I'm not sure my current setup would work great on live streaming and stuff. I've done some tests and they're not great. So it's possible that getting to a new computer type thing would be great. And a lot of you guys know that right now I'm going through some weird stuff personally, but I'm not opposed to getting, you know, a couple different jobs. I can always get a job back at a coffee shop or something like that and help keep the channel afloat that way, and hopefully maybe not even have as many hours so that we can really focus more on the channel. To that respect, or to that regard, yeah, I mean, you guys will just have to let me know how the Patreon rewards look to you once I get it set up, and we will work on that from there. But, you know, it would be possible to hopefully, you know, depending on how well it does, maybe get a computer financed and work it off and pay it off a little bit at a time. So anyway, you guys, thanks a lot for watching this episode. Really appreciate it. That was just some of the stuff I've been thinking about, and I hope to see you tomorrow.